got the new trailer for Nope.
Nope.
And my first thought was it was a long trailer.
It was a long trailer,
Yeah.
especially compared to the first one, where after watching it, I was like, I have no idea what's happening.
Exactly. And that was my first impression was I feel like I know what's happening. Like, obviously, it's aliens of some sort. Obviously, you know, it has that type of extraterrestrial feel to it. But I feel like I learned too much. I'm not that excited anymore for the plot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
I'll just say, but I know you're probably going to say this, Cantley, is we know who the director is.
Yes, of course. Of course. This could cement him as one of my like favorites ever, because he has no misses in my mind.
Okay.
I think what it did get me excited for, this really doesn't have anything to do with the plot, but he's so good at like really jarring images, and I don't know why, but the use of like the car dealership like inflatable guys and how they inflate and like deflate when the alien comes around, I was like, ooh, that's kind of creepy. So I was like, it got me excited because I'm like, I feel like visually, again, not speaking to the plot, this is gonna be a trip.
And it's almost like every trailer we've seen like up until now was almost like out in the desert or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, where does this movie take place? Is it out in the middle of nowhere, or like what is this?
That is a good question. Because to say our boy Daniel, I don't know how to say his last name. Kaluuya? Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He looks like a cowboy rancher type deal.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. We'll see who he's talking about, because he was in Get Out. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's a completely different character, right?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
I just watched Judas and the Black Messiah like last week, and I can't get that out of my head. Like, I know.
Okay. So I mean, the cast. Somebody that I noticed in the cast, like off rip, because as we've had this conversation, I'm a big Fast and Furious fan. I love Fast and Furious. My boy, what's his name? Steven Yeun or Steven? I love him. As soon as I seen him, I was like. The meme of pointing at the TV, like I was like,
that's the Leonardo
boy. Yeah. I was like, that's my boy right there. So that I feel like a cast is part of the battle, especially for trailers. And just off of the strength of that, like I'm already like, okay, I'm about to tune in. Barbara or Barbie, I forgot her last name.
Ferreira.
Yeah. She's in it.
Oh,
and everybody on Twitter was like, okay, now she gets her time to shine. Everybody was screaming for that on Euphoria. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you guys.
Always a huge draw.
Facts. I'm gonna ask you guys a question because I wanna kind of mess with this for a second. Do we know for sure this is extraterrestrial though? Because I know in some of the other trailers before that we've seen, it, like the thing is like fist bumping the kid or whatever, and the hand or knuckle like looks hairy. And I'm like, what alien or thing is hairy? Or is he making
his movies are never what they seem? So the fact that it's so heavy on the aliens right now makes me feel like it's not actually.
It's not about the aliens. They show that one older character, like the older white guy,
with like the veil thing.
Yeah. Like we don't know what the heck he about. So
that was a jump scare.
Yeah,
his little thing blew back in the wind. And I was like,
Yes.
I want to bring this up too because I actually read this a few months ago, and I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't remember exactly everything about it. Maybe I'll send you guys an article. We can do another episode about this, like after we all see the movie. But they were talking about Jordan Peele's like titles for the movies, and it's like Get Out, it's like Us, and it's like Nope. And it was something weird that some person online, I think it was like a conspiracy theory thing, but when you like read it, it was actually making a lot of sense. And I was like, you know what? Jordan Peele would be the one to do something with the titles.
Yeah.
The titles,
Mm-hmm.
It was something crazy, and I was like, oh, I was like,
I gotta look this up. I gotta look this up because that's an interesting take.
Yeah. some person had a lot of time on their hands, and honestly, it made me have a lot of time on my hands because I went down the rabbit hole just looking on like Reddit and everywhere. I'm like,
yeah. Which is why, like I said, it was a long trailer. It felt like it gave us so much, but we don't know.
Nope.
We don't know.
I think after we see it, we won't know.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Very true. So I'm about to say. I mean, I assume it's a must watch for you guys, right? Are you guys gonna? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, man, we'll definitely have to have an episode to talk more about the movie once we watch it.
I feel like it'll be interesting too, because I know I watched Us in theaters and out of theaters, and I feel like this movie will be the same. Where like seeing it in theaters is kind of a must, because I just feel like it'll like watching Us out of theaters, and maybe it's because I knew like the twist at the end or whatever, but I was just like, no, in theaters is the way to go for these. You know?
Very true. So there was one more scene towards the end of the trailer that I don't know if you guys caught. It looked like a TV set.
Yeah.
Deal. Did you
guys?
I think I missed that. Yeah, I got a quick glimpse of it, and I was like, okay, that's another twist. Like, what a TV set? Like, okay. So, hey, I'm excited for it. We know it's gonna be twists and turns, man. But hey, that's the beauty of a trailer is it makes you want to watch the movie.
Yep.